EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports at the Open Championship, and we are at the home of golf, the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, you know the old course is old when the new course here in St. Andrews is a century old.
But the old course is just a treat to play, or even play an Open Championship on that. The holes have changed in the way in which they're played over the years. For example, some of the short par fours are very drivable by today's great players, but the pot bunkers, how penal they are should you stray offline. They have to be avoided. And of course, there's all the little landmarks, whether it be the Old Course Hotel or even the famous Swilken Bridge as you traverse the 18th hole. There's something at St. Andrews for everybody. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Whoa.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Looks like about 80 yards left.
Be safely on deck. Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament. Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play, and it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
That was a good run at it, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, then that score is going to rack up very quickly. With time running out, Rich, that's what's going to make that bogey sting even more.
Can't afford to give him away at this point in the championship. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
Well, that approach shot is well to the left, but still, he's on the putting surface. This is a cross-country special.
Speed.
Looks like he just misread that. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. That is some good work right there. Birdie and one shot closer to the lead. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity. This looks like it's going to find the target.
You can't ask for much more than that. About 5 feet away. Beautifully done. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Yes. Here's the leaderboard, and Ricky Fowler just 3 shots behind now, Frank.
Yeah, the boy from Marietta, California, making a little bit of a move.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Yes. And with that birdie, on top of the leaderboard.
Class of their own right now.
There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present final round coverage of the 144th Open Championship. Frank, every golfer wants to play it at least once, the old course at St. Andrews.
Yeah, from Bobby Jones to Jack Nicklaus to Tiger Woods, they've all come and conquered.
Now at the 10th, and Bobby Jones loved this hole, didn't he?
And that's why it's been renamed Bobby Jones. Drivable for a lot of the players, but if you're going to have a crack at this green, avoid the gorse down the left side, as well as the 2 pot bunkers that are in line with the right side of this green.
Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Trying to make yet another birdie. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 3 11.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Really?
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, how do you like the 12th hole here at St Andrews?
Well, it's a beautiful par 4. You start to see the village of St Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this par 4 with your tee shot. But if you're not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry about those 4 beautifully and well strategic positioned bunkers in the middle of the fairway.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee.
Rich, one of the problems with the 12th hole is the severity of these ridges on the green. If you've got a pitch shot or a short shot coming in here, not only do you have to get the distance right, but you've got to get the right spin on the ball, whether it kicks forward or you want it to stop.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, how about the bunkers here at 13? A rather ominous sounding name.
Yeah, the coffins, and they are that for a reason. If you finish up in there, well, the best you'll probably ever do is make a bogey, unless you're an absolute genius. That'll be avoided, certainly off the tee. If you do, it's still a difficult hole. The second shot, unless you hit a perfect tee shot, will be blind.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, this is the kind of wind that separates the great players from the average players. You really have to be strong to handle these kinds of winds. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. This is a good-looking shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good putt. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pop bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway.
Second shot.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go.
Rich, I remember when I first played the Old Course, it was a Dunhill Cup. It was a team event. There was 3 players from each country around the world, and my teammates were Stuart Ginn and Bob Charles, who'd won the Open Championship. And I remember pestering Bob Charles all the way around the golf course, the Old Course. Where do I aim? Get away from a bunker. And at the time, I thought he was a bit of a curmudgeon, really, because the only thing he told me was not to hit it inside the TV tower on 17. And then I realized he gave me the greatest golf lesson I ever had, because he was telling me to play the golf course the way I felt I should. A lesson well learned. Play your own game.
Play with your instincts, especially at a place like the Old Course at St. Andrews, where you don't necessarily play by the book. I don't know if there is a book to get you around St. Andrews, except the best book of all, and that's the one of experience. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 16th hole, famous for the principal's nose, and I can't help but think of Mrs. Hartman from 4th grade.
Well, I don't know
she didn't like us.
I don't know how Mrs. Hartman would have played this hole, but she would have been wary of the out of bounds on the right. And that's why the general consensus is you not only avoid the principal's nose, but you hit the tee.
Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
So now he's playing his 3rd shot, Frank, after hitting it OB.
A good tee shot, though. So let's see if he can string a couple of good shots together now.
Drop shots now, so just drop one. That'd be best case scenario on tracks.
Well, Rich, it's been a disaster until this point, but there's an escape clause. If he can make bogey from here, that'll be some doing, something to be proud of.
We'll feel actually pretty good. Sometimes you see players walk off a hole with a little bounce in their step, even after a bogey, because they've had to work hard for it. And you can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
And getting ready for the putt.
Just drop one there.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
6 shots here.
Can't afford another, though.
Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par 4s in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the road hole bunker. You remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road on the road hole.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. continues to amaze.
7 shots
Yet
clear,
another
that's the last
birdie,
hole.
and what a day it's been. Headed for home now with a Royal and Ancient behind the green, a chance to cross the Swilken Bridge, just as Jack Nicklaus did, as Arnold Palmer did, as so many of the legends of the sport have done. This is a special place in the game. That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
To win the Open Championship. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
That is a solid par putt.
That's the win.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the
7
leaderboard.
shots clear.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire, and I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
Sammy Gaming won the Open Championship Sunday for his second major title and first Open Champion title of his career. Sammy closed final round 500 for 67. It was going to be hard to beat him this week, said fellow competitor Miguel Angel Jimenez. The way he's been playing lately, we were all just hoping for a big mistake that would let us back in. Sammy aiming to play Cobra. Sammy announced that he was switching to Cobra equipment. I am very pleased to join the Cobra family. I've gotten to work closely with the guys at Cobra, and I'm very excited to be representing one of the best companies in the world. You heard it here first, guys.